Hey everyone, so you want to learn how to juggle. Juggling is not only a great party trick to show off with your friends with, but it's also an awesome skill to practice your hand-eye coordination and ball control. So stick with me now in this video and I'll show you my 4-step process to have you juggling in no time. So step 1, throw those other 2 balls away. You only need to start with 1. Super important to start with the foundation of juggling, that you know how to catch with 1 ball to start with. So just throwing the ball up, catching with 2 hands, move on from there, go to catching with 1 hand, and then throwing from 1 hand to the other, and getting confident doing that just with 1 ball and just catching with 1 hand. You won't be able to move on to the next step until you can do this with confidence and without even thinking. Okay, step number 2, you can introduce a second ball. Again, this is all just about catching with 1 hand at a time. You won't be able to move on to step 3 until you can do this with confidence. Throwing the ball up, catching with 1 hand. Throwing the ball up, catching with 1 hand. Once you can do this with ease and you're super confident with it, then you can move on to step number 3. Okay, step number 3. Now this is the most important step. This is where you get into the foundation of juggling. This is essentially what it is, but you're just going to be using 2 balls. What you've got to try and do is throw 1 ball from 1 hand up into the air to the other hand. But whilst 1 ball is in the air, you've got to do the same thing with the opposite ball. So it will look something like this. Up, 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 up. Okay, that is essentially what juggling is all about with 2 balls. One common mistake that people make is that they throw 1 ball up and they pass the other ball to their other hand. You're not going to be able to juggle with 3 balls if this is what you're doing. So try and avoid this common mistake of throwing 1 ball up and passing the other. They both have to be in the air at the same time. So one more time, up and up. They both go up into the air and catch with the opposite hand. If you can do this over and over again with confidence now, then you are ready to juggle with 3 balls. Alright, step number 4. You are ready to juggle with 3 balls. Now that you've gained confidence in being able to juggle with 2 balls and 2 balls being up in the air at the same time, now it's just a matter of holding 2 balls in 1 hand, 1 ball in the other. You're essentially doing the same thing, but when that second ball you've thrown up is in the air, you throw the 3rd ball up and then try and keep going continuously. Let's have a look at that now. 1 ball's thrown up, starting with the hand that has 2 balls in it. Up, up, up. Okay, and then it's just a matter of practicing this and trying to go through continuously without stopping. You always must make sure that the first ball you throw up in your juggling sequence is a ball that you're holding with the other ball in this hand. You can't throw the single ball up into the air, otherwise the juggling process won't be able to start. So we throw 1 of these 2 balls up into the air, and then we continue from there. That was with 2 balls. Once that second ball's in the air, the 3rd ball can come up as well. And then we continue the sequence for as long as we can. Like anything, guys, the more you practice this, the better you will become, the more confidence you will get, and you'll be juggling with 3 balls in no time. Good luck and have fun. Just to finish this video, some bonus juggling variations. Another way you can juggle with 2 balls and just 1 hand is by throwing 1 ball up, and while that ball's in the air, you come underneath that ball with your second ball and throw that up in the air. It looks something like this. This is one variation. Again, this is a great drill or activity to do to work on your reaction time and your hand-eye coordination, of course. Another bonus juggling variation that you can do, and this is only for the truly advanced, you need to gain confidence in being able to juggle with 3 balls before you can even attempt this. But this juggling variation is a variation on the 3-ball juggle, but while you're juggling, you're going to throw 1 ball up in the middle while catching 2 on the outside, and then you can throw the 2 on the outside up and then the 1 in the middle. So you'll have two balls yo-yoing up and down on the outside and 1 ball yo-yoing up and down in the middle. It looks like this. So those are some bonus variations, guys. Have fun with it, keep building confidence, keep working on your hand-eye coordination. This is an awesome way to improve your hand-eye coordination for a variety of different ball sports.